Are the Knights of the Black Rose any good? I'll come out and say yes. Now I'll go into why. But for a moment, just take a look at these amazing models. Much respect, CA. This is some good work. Recruited for 1200 gold and 300 upkeep. Easier if you're playing Elspeth. On Ultra, this gets you 60 entities with 7,560 health between them. Armor is 120 with a bronze quality cavalry shield blocking 30% of small arms missiles from the frontal arc. Leadership is 75, speed 78, charge speed 108, standard Empire Knight stuff. But this is not a lance cavalry unit. Melee attack starts at 36 with attack interval 4.3 and no splash damage, so less downtime between attacks than with lances. Melee defense starts at 50, which is much better than usual. Weapon strength is 40, split between base damage 28 and armor piercing 12, not a bad value at all, with a bonus versus infantry of 8. Charge bonus is 34, and I repeat, it's not lance cavalry. Mass is 1000. The unit has immunity to psychology, so fear and terror are ineffective. Now, on the one hand, I can say, that's it. On the other hand, the sheer staying power means that this unit can instantly become your quote-unquote front line for an extended period. 50 melee defense and 120 armor is nothing to laugh at. Let's walk through how this can get even better. In the redline skills, Speed of Horse adds up to a maximum of plus 10% speed and plus 9 flat charge bonus at 3 pips. Now, extra bonus is good, but going from 34 to 43 is much more impactful than going from 80 to 89. Even though charge bonus isn't what'll make this unit great, you want to be charging whenever a circumstance allows you to. Taste for Battle provides rank 7 knights with plus 5 leadership, plus 5 melee attack, and plus 12 charge bonus, putting these knights at 53 charge bonus, and the extra leadership and melee attack just makes them even better. In the tech tree, improved cavalry armor grants 10% missile resistance and plus 15 armor, and missile resistance includes against artillery, so at least it helps a little there. You're already up to 135 armor now. Endurance training means 15% less fatigue buildup, which makes them hit harder for longer, and plus 10% speed, which isn't bad either. Blinkers adds plus 8 leadership and plus 10 charge bonus, meaning 63 charge bonus with all red line buffs active. The Inner Circle would add immunity to psychology, which this unit has already, but plus 5 to melee attack and melee defense are wonderful, and that's better than the old version which was plus 4 for each. That's all you get, but it's pretty solid and robust. Nowadays, you can also get boosts from a high-level Empire Captain or General of the Empire. Since this is new to the Empire except for the Stubborn Bulls, let me briefly go over how to use the Knights of the Black Rose. Since they're immune to fear and terror, you don't need to be shy about using them in pretty much any role against vampires and the like. Past that, the specific bonus versus infantry means that they're especially good at punching down, charging into a massed force, and cutting it to ribbons. It's not that they can't fight cavalry, not at all. They're just likely to be much more efficient clearing the field of infantry, and while cycle charging is nice if you can get it, you don't need to. Actually, more to the point, often you don't want to. You prefer maintaining contact with an enemy that may not have the armor piercing to hurt you, confident that it will break first, and then you can charge into a new target. It's this ease of use that makes the Black Rose particularly effective. This is your perfect Empire Cavalry anvil. Others merely pretend to do that role. These knights take it to another level, though you also pay for the privilege. The Greatsword using Stubborn Bulls for another 1000 recruitment, 250 upkeep Elector Count troop. But you get access to the Black Rose just with a Tier 3 cavalry building, and I note that's where they hid +2 to local recruitment slots. You want that building regardless. It's also linked to the new cavalry hero with the Thrones of Decay DLC, without which you aren't getting this unit anyway. So, you are free to use these knights on pretty much anything, even on basic spearmen, without real armor piercing to threaten. That's not ideal, but they'll do a much better job of dealing with that than regular Empire Knights, now won't they? Unless it's catching them in a nice fat charge, of course, but for everything else, the Black Rose are just rock-solid reliable, and I expect them to be very popular for this exact reason. Oh, and also, looking darn cool. Take care, and have fun bringing death to enemies of order. Elspeth needs quality time in her lab, after all.